Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subbed and stayed. I want to go for a shower, but it's so cold that I'm procrastinating. So I searched Frumpy just to see, and Lisa was right. There's a whole big thing of people being frumpy, making frumpy videos. So I thought I'd react to somebody else's and see how they did their frumpy video. And if their outfits looked any better than what Lisa was suggesting we wear, and if they made fun of elevator people. So, start at the top, I suppose. This is... Don't look frumpy over 40. Beware these 5 frump factors. That's not easy to say. And it's Dress for My Day with Kay Harms. So let's see what Kay had to say.
Today we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight against the frump. I don't know about you ladies, but that is something I just am very always aware of, is I don't want to look frumpy. And somehow, as we get older, I do think...
Already annoyed. Why? The music. Who puts loud... I hate people who put loud... I don't hate people. That's a bit much, isn't it? I can't bear loud music in videos because it's my problem. Nobody else's. I find it really distracting. I have enough trouble concentrating on what I'm watching and remembering what they're saying without being distracted by something really loud underneath the voice. It just annoys me. Anyhow.
There's more of a chance of looking a little frumpy. We don't want to do that. Hello, my name is Kay, and I'm so glad that you are here at Dress for My Day, where we just really try to stay kind of modern and relevant, but probably most of us also want to look pretty classic. I think that's what most of my viewers say they like to wear, and we certainly can do that. We certainly can wear a classic wardrobe and not look frumpy. But today I do want to talk about 5 things that I...
Wow, how far in are we? 42 seconds and not a vibe in sight. I'm liking this lady already. She's got 126,000 subscribers, if anyone's curious.
I think are really, I think these are at the bottom of it. We're just going to get to the bottom of this. I think these 5 things are the prevailing...
Is this why Lisa put the explanation on her screen? Did she watch... sorry, I've forgotten her name already. Is it Kay? I think I should remember that really, with it being my mother's name. But anywho, Lisa put the definition of frumpy on the screen as well. Did we watch Kay first, did we, Lisa? What date was this up on? Oh, it's annoying. They used to give a date. They don't give a date anymore. A month ago. When was Lisa's? Hers was about a month ago, wasn't it? I wonder which came first.
Issues that cause women to look a little frumpy. And I do think that all of us on any given day can fall into that. It's just so easy to do. And I think that's because as we're older, we do lose a little of our confidence sometimes. Our bodies change, our hair changes, our skin. I mean, there's so, oh my goodness, that's just...
I'm sick of that as we age nonsense. I'm still wearing the same things I wore 20 years ago. And the last thing I think of is frumpy. Where did frumpy come from? Frumpy can sod off back to the 7 Dwarfs. Casual. Lazy. Unkempt. Do you know what I mean? Most of us, well, no, I'm not gonna say most of us. I'm gonna speak for myself. If I had to get up and go out now, obviously it'd take me 3 hours to do it, but the old me, it would be jeggings or leggings, as the weather's freezing, emu boots, and a long jumper or a long t-shirt with a cardigan or a coatigan or whatever. is that classified as frumpy? Because that to me is quick, comfortable, warm, practical, put together, out the door. I don't have to spend 3 weeks planning what goes with what and why I should wear that and going out and buying designer names. Who are these designer names impressing? I think it's only the people that are buying them are tootling around. Oh, I'm in Gucci. I'm in YSL. And no one else gives a flying fig about you being in anything. Oh, okay, I'm only a minute 17 in. I just want to see what the 5 frump factors are.
Just a whole other video, right? All the changes that we have endured and we continue to endure. And those things, they're like a handicap, right? They're like this thing that already handicaps us. You're like, you already got -10 and you're operating out of that. But
What?
honestly, I do believe that if we are just aware.
We're already handicapped. Because we're getting older. Really? I think this is a huge thing for a certain amount of people that have always been pretty, have always had good hair, have always been thin, and their parents and their family have always bulled them up, telling them how pretty and beautiful and wonderful they are, and then they hit menopause and they freak out. So your hair's going grey. Whoop. You might have put a bit of weight on. You're 50 odd. Be grateful you got to that age.
Of a few things, we can look a little bit more pulled together, a little bit more, I don't know, stylish, modern, and just appealing, just vibrant and beautiful.
Oh, I thought she was going to say vibey then. I really did. How many of you thought she was going to say vibey?
And isn't that the goal? Just to look our best, just to look our very best, and to feel good about how we look as we go out the door. So I think I'm going to keep this pretty short. I know I've been long-winded here at the beginning, but I'm going to keep this pretty short. We're just talking about 5 different things that I think if we're aware of these 5 things, we're going to do a lot better. Number 1 is just hair. And it's not about gray hair because I'm going gray. No, it's not about gray hair because you can have beautiful gray hair, silver hair, platinum hair, and look gorgeous and not look frumpy at all. It's about the style. And I do.
Oh, is she going to say a long stringy blonde hair? Put your bets in now, folks.
One of the main ways that we end up looking a little frumpy is our hairstyle. So here's a few pointers about your hairstyle. The number 1, I guess, would be to go with something more relaxed. We are mostly of the generations where you did your hair, you do your hair, right? You get up and you do your hair, you use those hot rollers, you use a curling iron, you get a perm, whatever you.
No. See, that's the thing. See, none of this is relevant to me because I was never told I was pretty and beautiful and thin and whatever. I never did my hair because I'm so cack-handed I can't. All the things that these women are now panicking about, I don't have to panic about. See, yeah. Was it better being told you were fat and ugly so that when you hit menopause, I think I'm through it now, I must be well through it by now, nothing's any different. I don't feel any different to how I felt 20 years ago. So I think that, yeah, no, ignore me.
Do your hair, or you go get your hair done, right? Now listen, I'm not saying, even my mother gets her hair done once a week, and I'm not saying anything about that. That's not what we're talking about. You can get your hair done once a week, and you can do your hair, and still, though, have some gentleness to it. We want our hair to have a little bit more of a relaxed vibe. When your
she did it. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, we got it, a vibe. Really? I'm blaming HRH, but who started this trend? Bloody vibes. I'm sick of hearing it.
Too much, like it's not the curl. You can have curl, but when your hair is like bobbed under and it like has that little roll, that little poofy thing right there, that's not good. Let me tell you
Why
what you
is
want
it
to shoot
not?
for. You want to shoot for some fullness at the crown and even to the temple, okay? Especially as we get older, we want...
Oh, stop saying that. What is it with people and the poofy thing at the top of the crown? I don't understand. What's wrong with just having hair?
Want a little fullness up at the crown and at the temple, but we don't want the fullness here, like below your ears, like from your ears down. You want your hair to be a little thinner. So there's a few ways to do that. One of the things I learned is keep the fullness up here so that it's like that, like draws attention to your eyes. It lifts the...
I use a flat iron on the bottom portion of my hair to take some of the fullness out as I'm styling it. I also add just a small drop of argan oil to my dry styled hair to give it more ease and silkiness. Links below.
Focus, it lifts you up a little bit. And of course they say the higher the hair, the closer to God, right? So, you know, but keep your fullness up here and then not so much fullness here. And then another thing to do is to have your hairdresser cut some layers in. Tell her, I want you to cut just some layers in here just to get some of the heaviness out here.
See, she's assuming everyone's got heaviness. If I went, when I had my hair long, and asked for layers, if anyone's watched my hair gadget video thing that I linked in one of my videos, the Babyliss whatever it was, you can see in that video how thin my hair is. Ain't no way I'm getting layers in that. That's the thing. They all assume that everybody's the same as them. When is somebody going to do videos talking about everyone and not assuming that everybody's terrified of menopause, has really thick hair, and they've gone to the dog since their periods stopped, so they're in Frump City and they need telling what to do?
Your hairdresser will be so happy. She'll be like, I thought you would never say it, and I'm going to do it. Because adding some layers, cutting in some gentle layers, it's not going to make you look like you have less hair. It's actually going to make you look like more because it's going to give you that height up here. It's going to take some of the weight off and your hair is going to lift a little at the top, and then it's going to be, you know, less fussy though here at this part because we get this fullness. Like, I'm trying really hard today for you not to see my double chin. And we get this fullness here at our chin, at our jowls. You know what I mean? And so,
oh, she's a cheery soul, isn't she? So we all have to get our hair cut like that so people don't notice our double chin and our jowls. Okay.
So we want to keep the fullness from our hair out of here. So you don't want that little bobby thing right here, okay? And you don't want a bunch of fullness right here. You want the fullness up here and more tapered here. The second way we're going to fight the frump is we're going to stop making those wrong shoe choices. Now look, I know I'm going to get some responses about this, and I have gotten some emails, and ladies, I have learned. This is something, I guess, after almost 5 years of blogging and almost 4 years of being here on YouTube, I have learned to be much...
Wow, she's done well in 4 years, hasn't she? What's Lisa at? 132, and she's at 126. And Lisa's been on since the dawn of time. Same as myself. I can't say anything. I'm still only at, what am I at? 800 and something. And I've been on 17,000 years.
Much more sympathetic to women who have feet issues. And I guess I didn't even realize how many kinds of feet issues there are. And it's not even just feet issues.
See, that's the thing. You don't think. None of these people seem to think. It's like there was I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but there was an advert on Twitter for this train that put down dominoes, and you set the train going and it put down a line of dominoes. I don't know if it drove round the circle or whatever, but it put the dominoes down. And somebody said, oh, what a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. Taking away children's creativity, la-di-da-di-da. And I said, well, what if they don't have any arms? Oh, I never thought of that. No, no one ever thinks of anything other than themselves. Why don't you ever look at something and think, oh, there may be a reason for them shoes. There might be a reason that lady's wearing that, but no. Oh, she's got to be frumpy, hasn't she? Because she's wearing comfortable shoes.
Not necessarily right. It's like about knee issues or hip issues or whatever that cause you to have to wear, you know, flatter shoes. You can't wear heels, or maybe you have narrow feet and you have a hard time finding shoes. I get it. I understand. But the truth...
But you didn't, did you, until somebody mentioned it?
Is, and I've said it before and I'll stand by it, there are good shoe brands out there now who are offering good shoes, pretty shoes, pretty shoes.
I'm going off you the more I watch. Those shoes, you're telling me those shoes are the pretty shoes, are you? I'll just wait, because I have been known to jump the gun before.
In the silhouettes or the styles with the functionality that you need. And you know what the problem is, and I do too, they're pricey. And I get it. I have bought some of those pricey shoes because even today, I'm standing here cutting my second video, and after that first video I had to do it barefooted because of some camera issues, and my feet were killing me.
I'm cutting my second video. Really? You're not Spielberg.
So I've got on my Paul Green loafers right now, and they cost a mint. But I feel 100% better already just after standing here in them for 15 minutes because they make such a difference. So my tip is, you don't need a closet full of shoes. I don't need a closet full of shoes. I need probably, let's say, anywhere from 3 to half a dozen pairs of shoes. I could function really, really well with a half a dozen pairs of shoes, and they could be good shoes that are good for my feet and they're good for my body. So, you know, I work in partnership with some really good shoe brands. I work
here
in
we go.
partnership with Sarah Flint. They are expensive.
Sarah Flint are high-quality Italian-made shoes that are stunning. They don't have a variety of widths, however. Well, that's not much use, is it? Use code Sarah Flint KH for $50 off. Shopping links in the description box below. It's all about the links, isn't it? Links and money. That's what Frumpy Gate's all about. Just use the excuse to find the most expensive nonsense and link it, make people feel bad about what they're wearing, and then tell them what they should be wearing, and then very handily have it linked in your box below. I think I've seen enough. Because I am now starting to get annoyed with this woman, and I don't even know her. But the first two things already, links below. Really? Don't wear that, wear this. Links below. It's just one big shop now, isn't it? It's one big sales attack on us, no matter what we watch. You have to be so careful with whoever you... See, she was just the first one that popped up. But you have to be so careful with who you watch. I know the people I watch are not trying to sell to me, and I love them for that. Who are the 126,000 people that are watching this lady? She's had 473,000 views on this video. So 473,000 people wanted to watch Don't Look Frumpy Over 40. And then they had to listen to her go on about how awful it is to get old and what you should wear But don't worry, folks, she's got it all linked for you in her description box. I have a feeling if I put this up, I'm now going to incite the 126,000 K fans that are going to come and shout at me. Bah. Shall we finish it just to see what else we shouldn't be doing? See, I wonder if I should... I'm tempted to speed her up just to get to what the thing is, but I know I have people that'll have problems hearing it, so...
They are comfortable though. If you do wear high heels or even flats, but you need them to be comfortable, I've got a coupon code. I've got a coupon code for Ally shoes. They are good. They are probably my most comfortable as far as like heels and, you know, dressy shoes. They are really comfortable. I have a coupon code for two coupon codes for.
Really? It's the constant pushing. Why could you not just say, more information in the box? No. Sell, 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 sell. It just annoys me.
For you below for those. And then I used to work with Paul Green. I'm not right now, but I do love my Paul Green shoes. I also wear a lot of naturalizers and life strides, and I do work with Cala shoes. So if you have bunions, you know, I can send you to another video about those Cala shoes. They do a great job with wider toe box. So there are solutions, and what we want, the choices we want to make with our footwear is
again. When they get to 100,000, does a YouTube executive come out and inject you with some sort of sorry, I'm trying to get my drink. Some sort of chip thing that programs you, so you suddenly go from I to we and pushing the links below? See, I understand people have to make a living before anybody jumps down my throat. Not that any of you would, but any new people. I totally get that people have to make a living. But I bet she's doing this in... Well, I'm making assumptions now that she's doing it in every video. But that's what they're doing. Every video, there's a link below. And it's like, can I not just watch a Get Ready With Me and see what you're using and how it goes on and what sort of look you make out of a palette without you pushing and shoving and throwing links down my throat and telling me to go off and buy that, and if I use their name they'll... Do you know what I mean? It's are we going to get to the end of this? I hope so.
Want to choose modern looking shoes, and we need them to look as nice as possible, even though we need them to be comfortable. Now, I know, I understand some of you have to wear you know, those support stockings or whatever, and some of you have to wear orthotics and different things, and I get that. So you know what, here's what you do. If you fall into that camp, you just push this little tip part aside. This just doesn't apply to you. And instead, what you want to do, if you have situations where you have to wear those stockings, or you have to wear shoes that are, you just say they're just ugly, I don't want people to see them. What you want to do is you want to draw the focus up. You want to make sure you put on some pretty lipstick, maybe wear a scarf or some dazzling earrings. You want to make sure your hair looks...
Yeah, but you've just made them feel bad about having ugly shoes. They probably weren't thinking about what their shoes looked like before you started.
Nice, that modern haircut. You wear some color up top. You draw the focus up, and you forget about your shoes. You just forget about it, and you remember that I said you just forget about that. You're off on this one, okay? You don't...
Oh, thank you. I feel so much better now. It's okay, she says we don't have to worry about our ugly shoes.
You don't need to worry about it. This point was not for you, okay? You bring the focus up. The third culprit that is causing us sometimes to look frumpy is just overdoing it in our outfits. And one of the ways I noticed that I think we overdo it the most is we just want to wear all the things and all the colors and all the patterns. And you know why we do that? I think one of the biggest problems is like when I get my magazine from Talbot's or I get my magazine from Chico's or whatever, my little catalog, and I look at in there, they got the outfits with all the things. They got all the jewelry and all the scarves and all the things and all the...
Because they're trying to sell all the things.
The print shirt and the sweater and the this and that, they have all the things, and it looks so good. But I need to remember that they're trying to sell those clothes, okay? They're not actually wearing them somewhere. And most of those models in those magazines are not 58 years old like I am. So
what has being 58 years of age got to do with wearing print? Either people go overboard and have every flower known to man from top to toe in their twin set and pearls, or you could just have one pattern on one thing. Who made the rules that said, oh, you shouldn't be wearing that, you should be wearing this? I beg your pardon, but I'm going to wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. I don't need you to tell me what to wear. Oh, I'm 58. And
we've got to remember is to pare that back a little bit. Look at that outfit in the magazine, in the catalog, and then tone it down a little bit.
Why though? If the outfit put together in the magazine looks nice, why can't you wear it? If you feel comfortable in it and you like the look of it, who's to say that you can't wear it? Is there a thing called the front police? I don't think so. It's nobody's business what you wear. It's people like you and people like Lisa and all the others that have done this Frumpy video that are making people feel bad about what they're wearing when they shouldn't be. All that about shoes, and then it was, oh, don't worry though if you have to wear those shoes.
I don't need to have so many colors in my outfit. I need to have generally.
Oh, like anyone would go out wearing that. Why have you got a gold gilet anyway? I'm whizzing on. What's the next one? Oh, hang on, she's showing outfits. Let's see.
Because it makes us look so classy and so pulled together. But if we want to wear colors, then I think 2 colors really is the maximum of what we generally want in an outfit. And we might use some different shades of those colors, like a couple of shades.
I'm sorry, I really don't like those red trousers. Black trousers, red top, not the other way around.
Shades of blue or a couple, like a black and a gray or something like that, but 2 colors really is probably our limit. 3, we are borderline on frumpy, and if we get into...
It's not frumpy to wear more than 2 colours. It's whatever the colours of the thing are. Wow. See, this is why I don't watch people my age. Because I find them really condescending.
4 or 5 and 6 colors in an outfit, then we are over the frumpy meter. Okay, that is not...
I don't think you look good in a gilet. Just saying.
Good. We do not want to do that. If we'll just remember to just tone it down, pare it back, simplify, streamline, keep those color choices a little bit more minimal. I think that's a great way to fight the frump. Number 4, I've said this before as far as like a fashion mistake, but I do think this really makes you look frumpy too, is to wear all classics with no modern choices in an outfit. Now, this is so easy for me to fall into, and I bet it is for some of you too, because I know many of my ladies love their classic clothing as much as I do. But what
constitutes classic these days? Because I'm out of the loop totally. I have no idea what's modern and what's classic anymore.
Noticed is when I put together all really classic pieces.
But you're stood there with a droop on. You're deliberately trying to make your outfit look bad.
With no modern choices in an outfit, it looks frumpy. I just look dated. I look older. I look, matronly. I just look older. I just look like I'm stuck in a different time. Now, they're classics, and I could say that, well, they're classics, and how dare you say I'm frumpy? But the truth is, it's just the truth. When I wear all classics with no modern choices, I'm gonna look frumpy. But the good news is that actually you can wear a lot of classic pieces, but if you'll just make one or two modern choices, maybe with your jewelry or your footwear is another good place to do that, or even your handbag or shoulder bag.
I'm sorry, that first outfit, if she had modern jewellery on, nobody'd notice. Nobody gets close enough to see that unless they're friends of yours. So if people like you and Lisa and whoever are wandering around looking at women, you'll go, oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? That classic outfit makes her look old. You're not going to notice the jewellery.
If you'll just make a modern choice somewhere in your outfit, that can really change the dynamics and set you apart and make you look modern and fresh and great and not frumpy at all. And then the fifth thing, and honestly I saved this for last because I really think that perhaps this is the main thing that causes us to look frumpy. And once again, I do know that I have some viewers who are going to say, but I can't help that, Kay. I have a problem. Just hold on.
Well, don't say it then. If you know you've got people watching you that you're about to upset by saying whatever it is you're saying, why say it? Because you've already upset them about their footwear to then tell them, oh, you just wear a flashy scarf and no one will notice your bad shoes.
I'm going to get to you. But most of us could do so much better when it comes to our posture and just our presence. I think our posture and our presence, our sense of presence, I'll explain, really can make us look frumpy. When we are practicing bad posture, we're schlumping. And we're just kind of, just kind of slouching. That, of course, makes us look frumpy. And I have to constantly tell myself to roll my shoulders up and then drop them right there. And relax.
Oh, I'm sorry. Twirling round in a circle in that video was funny. Stupid things make me laugh, as you can tell.
Lift my head like there's a string pulling my head. That is good posture. I hope I didn't just mess up my camera angles because I was probably schlumping. But that is good posture.
Slumping. It's not schlumping.
Posture. I need to practice good posture while I'm sitting. I need to practice good posture when I'm around my house. And I certainly need to practice good posture when I get out and about and when I'm walking. I need to, and the truth is I need to practice because it is not natural to us anymore, is it, ladies? As we get older, I think we get tired. We're tired and we just start schlumping. And nobody looks great. Nobody looks stellar in anything you wear. It doesn't matter how well you do your makeup, how modern your haircut
do the twirl in a circle.
No matter how monochromatic your outfit is and what, contemporary choices you've made. If you are schlumping, you are not going to look, you're going to look frumpy. And
it doesn't make you look frumpy. It just makes you look old. Makes you look miserable. I don't get this frumpy nonsense. Whose bright idea was Frumpy Gate anyway? Right, I'm not listening to the rest of it. I'm done. Let me know what you think. Should I do more videos looking at other people on different subjects? Or should I give it a miss? Catch you all later.